Folks, welcome to the Pretend Friends podcast. We are back.
Season 2, post-summer break.
2.
Yeah, we had a couple of filler episodes. Well, not filler, but...
They weren't filler. One of them, I think we all agree, was a complete banger.
They're all bangers, but we were just, we posted them when we were on summer break, basically.
Yeah.
Like we've been
We went on summer break.
Was it like
Did you know? Could you tell?
3 weeks? How long has it been?
I want to say, so it's been about...
I scheduled 4 episodes.
Nice. So it's been about 4 weeks, it feels. Basically a month since we recorded one of these lives.
And we're back.
It feels
And
great.
We decided to start off season 2 with a bang by inviting one of our most loyal supporters of the show,
Mm-hmm.
a mentor,
podcast,
a fan, a supporter, a muse, Mr. Kevin Hernandez.
I've been on the Patreon.
I'm so happy he's on.
Nice. Well, Kevin,
up,
just
man?
to start things out,
Much.
tell us a little bit about yourself. Where you're from, what you up to.
Born and raised Daly City, California.
Ooh.
See what else?
Copy paste a lot of what you've heard about Nathan.
Yeah,
Pretty much background guy.
Pretty much whatever you heard about him, it's all true.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, Nate,
Kevin growing up was always like
Kevin, pull the mic up.
Kevin was always like the cool cousin who was like around, kind of.
Damn.
And everyone always wanted to see him. But then he'd always time it out like so well. That's like my siblings and Alvin and I were talking about that actually.
Really?
Recently. Yeah. How like
Yeah, I experienced that at the 4th of July.
Oh
You were
man,
just suddenly not there.
it's funny because whenever we would go down to Salinas, I always be like, "Where are you and your siblings at?" But we never fucking would like link up
we're kind of
as
the same
often.
way. Alvin and I
Yeah.
are kind of the same way.
Yeah.
Actually, it's all about perspective.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Daly City, you moved back here recently. You've been to a lot of places. You've lived abroad.
I lived abroad, lived in Italy. I've been in the army. So I'm in the army still, but I was active duty for 6 years. Now I'm in the reserves for the past 4 years. I've been total about 10 years now. I've been to Italy. I've been to Korea. I've been to Fort Bliss, Texas, El Paso, and shout out to all those places.
Which place was the best?
Depends.
Which was the best one?
Yeah, for what?
I don't know. Like, did you like Italy? Did you like Korea? Or you're just like,
Korea's cool. I like Korea a lot.
Korea's
Yeah.
lit. bro.
Korea's lit,
I was there
yeah.
last week.
There's a
You
lot
guys
of fans of Korea on this podcast.
Yeah.
Certain Korean exports.
Skincare, yeah.
I love
You guys don't like K-pop?
I love
Yeah.
Korean barbecue.
I love I love the revelation that like there's K-pop mills, like these giant corporations
yeah.
that just like
yeah.
audition this band
Yeah.
of women to like be part of these insane K-pop sex machines.
It's hard not to look at the
slave
whole industry
machines.
with anything but sympathy after learning all that. You're just like,
I know.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
gotta
Well, honestly, that's Korea in general because that's like it's hyper capitalism. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like it's like
yeah.
they taking it to the next level of like any way they can make a buck, they know how to make a buck, and so then they just try and like maximize it and all that stuff.
Yeah, keeping on the whole K-pop thing. Obviously, no one buys physical media anymore, right? So, like the record companies over there, like in Korea, were like, "Damn, how can we encourage people to like buy physical records because we're not making that much off streaming?"
Yeah.
So they came up with this really smart idea where like every CD you bought came with a little ticket that got you like 3 minutes to like go to a meetup and then talk to your favorite like K-pop girl that's in that group. So they would get guys who would buy like 20, 30 records. They would show up with all the tickets and then just like talk to their favorite K-pop girl for like an hour.
Dude, though.
That's actually pretty bad.
Idol culture is like it's like it gets to those depths where it's psychotic, dude. Like a large contingent, something that's like probably unacknowledged at a large. It's like the whole alcoholism thing where like it's like an 80-20 thing. Like 20% of the fan base that's probably just like adult males who are creeps.
Yeah.
Are like contributing like 80% of like the fucking money that's
Yeah,
yeah,
on this
100%.
shit, dude.
That's like MLP, like My Little Pony.
Yeah.
MLP. Major League Pony. Major League Pone.
Sorry, I hate to interrupt. I'll just do it now. Shane, extend it and point it at you. I just want your audio to be
Why don't
fucked
you
all the
point
time.
this?
Dude, yeah, like the Pony Bros,
Yeah,
who are like 25,
the
and they like
bronies?
jack off. Do they jack off to
We're
it?
saying extend it.
Yeah, extend it because right now you're like having to lean into it. So do the untighten this, lefty loosey, you know? Yeah, you know, and then you can point it towards you. Anyways, yeah, like My Little Pony Bros, and they like have.
The bronies, they go to meetups.
Do they jerk off to it? Or?
Yeah, that's a
some of them
fucking
are.
like fetish,
Some of
bro.
them do.
It's
Did we remember we watched that YouTube video?
They just being on a fair. He's like,
Some of them do. Some of them are just really big fans. If you're
There's good people on both sides.
Hey, if you're just a brony, that just means you love the show. You're all about the show. If you're a clopper, that means you jerk off to MLP based hentai.
We watched like a 30-minute. Wait, what?
Yeah.
What is the clopper?
That's just what they call it.
Why do they call it that?
They call it because like they're clopping around their hooves. I don't know.
Horse. This is still a horse.
So it's kind of like a plapper who likes fat chicks, but
Yeah, exactly.
Dude,
that's a plapper who likes flat chicks because plap.
wait, flat or fat?
Fat.
Yeah. God damn it. I was
Because it goes blap, blap, blap?
Plap. You never seen that?
No.
You never seen the plap?
I'm not in the fat fucking
We're not that deep into fat girl fetishism on the internet.
Season 2, baby.
Season 2 got new writers. Season 2, the writers were like, yeah, we gotta.
We need to spice it up with a new character.
Yeah. We got
You never heard of the plapjack meme?
Hey, lean into
Oh yeah, that guy who was just like that famous. Put it up. I'll show it to you, but put it up. It's the famous soy jack guy who's having sex with a big girl.
Can I put it on YouTube?
Yeah, I'm actually not
I'll
sure.
just blur it or something, I guess.
But no, it's just that I think it really sparked a fire in a lot of people because it's like the soy jack guy, it's like the standard guy meme, and he's behind a very large woman.
Oh.
And I think like he catches himself like, looking in the mirror. And I think we've all kind of been there with a girl that was, you got it, because sometimes the way I viewed it was sometimes you got to get the scent back on you.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So it's been a while
Yourself?
since you got laid, and like you're feeling like a little shaky on confidence. You go to the well. You know what I mean?
You watch yourself fuck to get confidence?
No. You get a bigger girl.
Oh my god.
Oh.
You open up.
You gotta get back on
You're
the
talking about
horse.
mirrors right before that.
A little bit.
You gotta get back on the horse
fuck
one
a
way or
fat girl.
another.
Yeah.
Just completely missed the mark.
Yeah, no.
You were just talking about mirrors.
No. Like part of the meme is he looks at himself in the mirror. Yeah.
Hey.
I love I feel like a part of my taste is like I like traditionally ugly girls who look like unique. You know, like
Yeah.
they have like a unique,
for
like,
sure.
something feature.
Unorthodox like beauties, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
like-
I used to call them. Never mind. That's a good one. Let's go with that one.
No, dude, I love it. I like a girl who
unorthodox.
has like a everything's like nice about her face, but she has like a big nose.
I knew you were going to say that. Yeah. I was going to say big nose.
He loves the
I love-
fucking
dude, I love
snouts,
the
bro.
big
He
nose.
loves the snouts.
Nathan sent us a photo like a month ago.
Oh yeah,
And it was like, guys,
put this one up.
She
Yeah,
got a nose job.
Wait,
and
so what is it? It's
a girl with a nose that kind of looks like mine, and then she got like a nose job to make it a little dainty. And Nathan was like, she's way hotter in the first.
It was a
picture.
before and after comparison of a girl who had a big nose.
Yeah. And I liked her more with the big nose. Something about it. Gave her face character.
Well, in the comments,
And
say
Nathan-
who you
Nathan-
like more.
Yeah, in the comments, tell us.
Is
we're gonna
it
put
big
up
nose
right
or
now.
small nose? Just
Yeah,
comment big
Nathan
or
was
small.
like spent like so long like talking about
Trying to
it.
convince us almost.
And I was like driving, so I was like kind of following the conversation, but I wasn't really know. So I get home and I read through and I look at the picture and I was like, bro, what the fuck?
I made the concession.
Dude, it was like this.
Yeah, it was. I made the
Something
concession
about
that the picture with the big nose is better.
Fucking audience.
Dude, you think she looks in the mirror while she fucks?
But no, you're right though. No, I feel like, but no, I mean that's exactly what we're talking about though. That's your thing. Like
Yeah.
I know a couple girls with big noses that are pretty cute. Yeah.
Have you ever heard
make
of
it
face reading?
What?
You ever heard of face reading?
I don't know. I'm autistic.
No, face reading. This is like a thing. It's kind of like it's kind of like palm reading, but if you can read like the
but
features of the face,
I think those are just blind people.
like you got like the fucking like the features of the face dictate parts of like either your future or like
So you
parts of
got
your
one, I
personality.
assume? Did you
So
get
the
one?
big nose means like they're sexually active, like they're very sexually active.
Oh yeah. That's always been
Yeah.
subconsciously
Yeah, that's what I would
communicated to
tell
me
big
too.
nose people too. Yeah.
You must get laid a lot, bro.
It's like a horoscope.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, you can.
Prominent noses, prominent chin. I think like this person.
Hey, I need this, bro.
You don't have a big nose.
It's bigger than average, isn't it?
No.
No.
No,
Because
it
you're
looks
just like a
normal.
large person.
Yeah,
Oh,
everything about it. It would look
yeah.
weird if you had a small, dainty nose because the rest of your body's so
You
big.
look like fucking
Really?
like you look
Maybe
a
it's
little bitch,
big for
probably.
Nebraska. I got like you're a Jew jokes when I was a kid.
Oh gee. Well, no, that's just the latent
Nebraska, I
Midwest.
guess.
I wasn't the one making the joke, just to be
Yeah.
clear.
There's a kid at our gym who looks like you, a Zoomer version of you.
Really?
Yeah, it's
He has
funny.
the
We always
broccoli
mention
hair?
it. Yeah, he literally does.
I'm gonna
It's just like you, but like
always
as a
mention it, too.
17-year-old.
I'm gonna get a really intense broccoli cut.
Yeah, I want to go up to him. I want to grab him like at the gym and be like, "Stay away from Asian
Hey,
women," and never talk to him again.
Hey, I actually did a TikTok dance the other day.
We
on
saw-
vacation.
Oh, that's a great. That's
yeah,
an
Asian
Asian
girl
segue transition.
Yeah.
Our boy Jacob, not
Passport
beating the
bros.
rumors or allegations at all, decided to spend his 2-week vacation in the Philippines. So now
Was it 2 weeks? Sorry.
Oh, is
It was
week?
like 2 weeks. Yeah.
It's about
Alright,
2
keep
weeks.
going,
So 2 weeks in the
Sorry.
Philippines. All right. So tell us about all of the women you fetishize there.
Man, come on. That's all you gotta settle them up for.
Starting with Joanne.
Jacob, tell us about your trip. What was behind it and what you experienced.
What was behind it?
It was a mission trip,
Why
right?
did you go? Like, why did you decide? How did you decide?
Yeah, I was on a mission for my shirt.
How did you decide on the
Right, because
Philippines?
basically everywhere in the world is available to you.
Yeah, true.
Very
So
powerful
I
passport.
liked. So I've been to Vietnam and Thailand before, and I enjoyed those experiences. Not for the reason that these people are thinking. I actually, yeah. Anyways, and so then whenever I travel, I don't really like to plan, right? So I bring up Google Flights and I zoom it out all the way, and I do like a 2-week trip in the next 3 months, and they'll give you like the cheapest flights everywhere.
Yeah, that's
So
cool.
then I saw
That's
this,
pretty
like that was like the cheapest Asia flight, and I was deciding between Europe and Asia,
Shit.
and so I chose the Philippines, and it was kind of a bad choice. I didn't really like it that much.
Damn,
Wait,
why
what?
not?
I feel like I've never heard someone
So
say
my
that.
problem is that I stayed in the city the whole time. I think.
Did you fly out of SFO?
Because I didn't really I didn't really do that in I don't know for some reason I think I thought in my mind I was like I want to work while I'm there and I'll need like good internet.
So you were gonna work your normal hours, but you're in Vietnam, or you be in the Philippines.
I tried. Well, half of the time I was kind of trying, but I ended up like just taking more PTO because it was kind of possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Does it make it more stressful than it'll just take
Yeah,
PTO at the
you're better off
outset?
exactly. Yeah, it was more stressful.
Always take PTO, folks.
I would just say that like
You only got one life.
Like,
was
the
really-
whole like office for the day thing is not cool. It doesn't make you
No.
look cool. You look lame.
it's really
You look like you can't take a break and you have no balance in your life.
Dude,
you look like a
seriously.
slave to the machine.
Mhm.
Anyway,
I did kind of part of the reason where I was like, oh, I'll work on them there is like I just wanted to see like what it would be like to just live there, right, and not be like in vacation mode. Just be like, not that I'm gonna move.
but
there
you
or
weren't.
anything,
But
like,
wouldn't that like preclude you from
experiencing it.
doing that because like you'd have to like be nocturnal essentially?
oh no, I just had to attend meetings at night. But like as like an engineer, I can like do my main work at other hours.
What at night? What does that night mean though?
3 a.m.
You
midnight
were
sometimes.
shit-faced with like a
that's
a
kind of the thing. Yeah,
local
right.
Filipino girl and like on your little like
Yeah, oh
team
my
tag
God.
up.
Dude, they
like-
are all so short. Really short. Really short. Like
Yeah.
I feel like 5'4" was like the average male height. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro.
Which isn't so bad if everyone else is fighting.
and a lot of the women are
Yeah, it's all
like
relative, bro.
5 feet or shorter.
Hey, there it is.
Yeah.
There it is. That's the difference you need, right? If it was the
Yeah.
same.
The
In
first day I was
trouble.
there, I feel like I got a bad first impression because when I first got there, I was like, let me go get money. So I was like, the only way to Google an ATM there is like to Google a bank. So I went to a bank, and at the bank doors they have like federal employees with like shotguns. So I had to get used to that real quick. And then, but they were nice. And I went to the ATM, and when I went to my first ATM, I got like catcalled by like 3 kind of like weird
Hell
looking
yeah.
dudes.
No.
Not catcalled. I mean, like, I'm like, yeah, bitch, get money out. That's what they're like. They're just waiting for me to get money out so they can rob me.
Oh,
And then they followed me for a couple
you're
blocks.
called like dudes.
Yeah. They were really
Oh,
like they were
man,
like they
that's
felt
rough.
like the greasers in like
They
those
came
old
up
movies.
like,
they're
holy
like,
shit.
they're like 3 of them, and they went, hey, what do they yell or whatever? They like whistling at me and stuff.
Give me your
And so then
money.
I just like I curved away from the
Give me your
ATM and
money.
just kept walking like they weren't there. But then they followed me for a couple blocks.
Oh shit.
So then I was like,
Wait,
damn,
could you take them? They're only 5'4".
probably, but it's 1v3, and I'm in a foreign country, the Philippines, and I do not want to go to a Filipino prison.
Yeah, that's true.
So I wasn't trying to get into an altercation, especially with a bank employee or whatever he was with a shotgun around the corner. 2 of
Yeah,
them.
because if the police came through,
I'm
they
just
definitely bias against your ass.
Yeah, so I'm just
They're
like,
gonna send
I'm
the
not trying to be
locals.
part of
They're
this.
just gonna unload.
So that was my first impression. So at first I was like, damn, this place is sketchy. But then the rest of the time, like, they're super nice. So I felt super safe, super cool. The infrastructure sucks though. The only time I ever
Yeah.
felt unsafe was like I'd like walk around like potentially live wires on the sidewalk all the time.
That's fucking wild.
Wait,
Like,
this
that's
is,
why
this is
fucking
Manila,
wild.
right?
No, this is Cebu
Live
City.
wires?
Oh, it's Cebu City.
Cebu, potentially, I don't know. Like, if
Accidentally
you ever
just
see the
get
wires in those
electrocuted
third
like
world
crazy.
countries, you look at them and you're like,
Yeah.
how does your electrical grid work?
Was it making
Because-
noise?
Wait, what?
Was it chirping like zzz, like?
I mean, no, but I don't know. Does that mean it's not
Yeah.
live? I don't
Sometimes
know.
you can walk by
I-
wires even here, and you.
But if you see those, like the bundle of
buzzing.
wires in like
Yeah.
third world countries, you're like, how the fuck does this shit work?
Yeah,
I
100%.
have no idea what you're talking about.
You've been to Vietnam.
I just don't care.
Oh,
It's not something I'm
Vietnam
gonna
wasn't
do.
as bad, but here I would literally have to walk in the street sometimes, like whatever. So, anyways, basically,
no.
the whole experience was like slightly like everything is just harder to do there, right? So
Yeah.
over time, that kind of like broke me down, and by the end of it, I was just like, I just want to get out of here.
What does
Yeah,
that mean? Like
100%.
harder to do?
Just everything's less convenient.
Yeah.
You know, like crossing the street. There's no like there are spots to cross, but there's no lights or anything. So to cross the street, you literally just have to walk out in front of traffic and put your hand up.
Oh man.
And I've kind of had to figure that out over time, just watching the locals and stuff. But yeah, just a lot of tiny stuff just made me
You didn't
realize.
get used to that like in Vietnam? Because Vietnam's the same thing. It's like they're
Maybe I stayed in Ho Chi Minh City, and maybe Vietnam's a little bit more ahead, but they definitely had more lights at least, and they don't really respect them too much, but they had some more lights in Vietnam.
I guess yeah.
But I
'cause
feel
in,
like Philippines is a little bit behind Vietnam.
in Hanoi, it's like there's no lights in Hanoi.
Oh really?
So
I
you
guess Ho Chi
you
Minh's
just
the
have
capital.
to walk
so.
across the street.
Yeah, yeah.
And
yeah.
just
no
avoid you.
crosswalk.
Hey,
And everyone will just avoid
And it's
you.
constant traffic.
Yeah, so
And
like,
it sounds like they figured it out.
Yeah, no,
too,
it works
so,
because the
hey,
people
good
who
for
get
them.
hit are the ones
Yeah.
who stop.
Yeah.
Actually, if you ever see like
people
going.
tell someone just keep walking.
If you ever see like
Yeah.
moped traffic in Vietnam, it's actually really impressive. Like
Yeah.
they just like slow, they just always figure it out. If you turn left, you do the same thing. You just kind of inch
So,
out. And
like, what were you expecting?
I don't really know. I didn't do a lot of planning, so
Wait,
I don't know.
okay? So you picked the Philippines solely because it was the cheapest flight you found on Google.
I wanted to
Flights.
go to Asia, and it was the cheapest one. I've never been to the Philippines.
Why'd you pick? Where were you in the Philippines?
Cebu City, I did very little research, but I heard that it was like
Man.
a slightly chiller city, so I picked it. And I
Definitely
really-
more chill than Manila. Yeah,
a little bit more chill than
Manila's
Manila, which is
crazy
true,
over
but they don't have stuff to like cool stuff to do. Like I wanted to go see a professional Philippines basketball game because they have a 4-point line.
Oh
now.
yeah.
but the only games they had was in Manila, so I was like, fuck, that
Oh,
sucks.
damn.
And to go anywhere in the Philippines, you have to fly because it's all fucking separated.
Yeah.
So like, it's not like I could just
archipelago.
even if it's close, you can't just like hop on a train or something.
You can take
Sorry,
a boat.
bud.
I could take a boat, but that'd be hella
ferries
slow.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be
really
cool though. I feel like that you would get a real authentic Filipino
yeah,
experience.
bro. You
like
gotta
floating between
go on all
islands.
the. you
Yeah,
gotta lean
I mean,
into it.
I went out to the clubs with people. I like went to this bar every day. I became like I felt like Frasier walking into this like pool, this
Yeah,
like
dude.
pool
felt
bar.
like
You were like the
Yeah.
cast of. You mean Cheers?
Yeah, Cheers or whatever. Frasier's gay, right?
No,
Frasier
Frasier
gay?
is a character on
Yeah, I
Cheers.
know.
He is.
That is the reference. That's all.
nice,
Because
nice.
he's like I felt like Frasier walking into a bar. And I'm like, oh, so you felt like the show Cheers, in which
yeah.
Frasier walks into
Yeah.
a bar.
It was a
what
pool.
they-
It was like a pool bar, and I got really
my
good
head
at
was like
pool
on
there.
Frasier the
and,
show.
That sounds good.
I actually did. Well, it's hard to not mention this because this was a. I mean,
So Frasier the show
It's based on
is a
Cheers,
spin-off. Yeah.
It's a
spin-off.
spin-off of Cheers.
wow,
Yeah,
is that like the most successful spin-off ever?
It might be.
There's a couple pretty good ones. There's
Think of a better spin-off.
All right, so
Spin off than that.
there's-
Young Sheldon.
Yeah, number one.
Hold on, hold on.
1000%.
Give me some time. Give me some
Stop the
time.
conversation right there.
Because there's some spin-offs that are the Jeffersons,
Oh, yeah, 'cause
What's
that
that a
was a-
spin-off from?
Ooh,
What's that a
motherfucker.
spin-off from?
some other show like All in the Family or something.
I think it was All in the
Yeah, I
Family,
think
yeah.
so.
Yeah.
That's a good
Where
one.
the,
Wasn't the
The
Cosby
Cleveland Show.
no.
No. The Cosby Show wasn't.
No, but then there's the show, the Cosby Show spinoff where the daughter goes to
Yeah,
goes
yeah, I
to
was thinking
college,
something else,
and it's
yeah.
like I forget the name of it.
Better Call Saul. Is
No.
that a spin-off? Is that a spin-off?
That is a
That
spinoff.
is a spin-off. Yeah.
I haven't seen it. I
And
don't
you
care
know, okay,
about
back to
it.
the Philippines. real
Oh
quick.
yeah, sorry.
To just
So-
put a cap end on it, I really can't.
Well, I feel like we can go deeper.
Yeah, I can't talk about the trip without mentioning this because it was a huge part of it. While I was there, I did meet up with girls and stuff. But the first one I met up with,
His every rights, man.
first one I met up with, we really like clicked, and I spent the whole time with her.
Nice.
Jacob
Yeah.
was simping again.
I,
That's what it sounds
yeah,
like.
man.
Nice.
Yeah, but now I left, and I'm not.
You still in contact with
whatever,
her,
you had a good
texting
time.
and stuff.
I think I did get some simp shaming from Shane when I told him that. But like the whole, I was just like, no, this is better than just meeting a bunch of random people.
I feel like simp shaming is like makes it so much like.
No, I think it's understandable to think that I need simp shaming. I think that's understandable.
No, I'm just all right.
Wait, what?
No. I don't think there's anything wrong with having gone to a place and just clicking with one girl and just talking to her the entire time.
I don't know,
That's not
like
necessarily the bad.
I just
worst
don't
thing you can
think.
do.
I feel like on the condition that it didn't like limit your experience, though.
Yeah,
right?
it sounds like it opened up the experience.
You know, it's
right?
really nice.
You got a
Cool.
translator if you think about it. You got a translator, a local
That
who can
was
help you out, like street
everywhere
guiding,
we would
you know?
go, even though they do speak English, they don't speak it that well. So
Yeah.
she would always order for us and everything.
Yeah, that's true.
I was
actually
nice.
when I was in Vietnam, I spent like most of the time with like one person.
Yeah, like I could have met a lot of, like, because obviously I did made the decision in my head. I could have met, I'm sure, a lot of people, but I don't know. You ever like just someone I just met from a different country? I don't think the likelihood that we were as compatible as I was with this one girl, I don't think was very good. So I was just like, why would I fuck it?
He's just like, why? It's like, what are the chances of the next random girl he meets?
Oh, I see what you're saying,
He's just as compatible.
I mean, we
with
would.
her.
I mean, this, you know, like we would. To me, like if you're dying laughing like daily with someone, you're having a really good time, and that was kind of the vibe.
Yeah,
it was a pretty great time.
That's pretty
pretty sick.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyways, I went to the Philippines and I learned how to love again.
How'd you meet her?
There you go.
How'd I meet her? Bumble. I
Bumble,
was her. So she had just downloading it. She's a waitress at a bar. Yeah.
It's always a green flag.
Yeah.
She waitress at a bar.
Now, if she was in Korea, if
Nah,
this is the same girl was in Korea, they would have called her a juicy girl.
Oh yeah.
Because in Korea, at the bars where the American soldiers frequent, right outside base,
they're called juicy.
They're juicy girls, is what they call them.
Maybe is that just because that's the only Koreans they've seen?
No. Juicy girls is what they call the Filipino girls who work inside the bars, because the Filipino girls are like kind of like trafficked.
Yeah,
they're trafficked up to Korea, and they're told to work in the bars. Basically.
Oh, you know what? Korea. One thing I learned from being there, Korea is definitely slowly taking over the Philippines.
Oh yeah. That makes sense.
I did not know. Like it was.
Well, they're taking over Asia pretty much if you think about it. They're an economic powerhouse.
Right, but I didn't see a bunch of Korean text all over Thailand, for example. But like a lot of like half the signage was like Korean. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Well, because the Philippines is like a very strategic little resource. Like if you like get it into your
the Philippines,
because it's islands. Or what?
That's why the U.S. and China are like battling over it pretty much. Because it's like the entrance into like all those passageways.
Yeah.
So like transport.
You can consider Korean influence in the Philippines sort of a U.S. proxy too, because it's like South Korea.
Is that why
essentially exists because of America? We're the only reason that thing is still there.
Well, is that why the Philippines is so? Is that why the Philippines is so Americanized?
Huh?
Is that why the Philippines is so Americanized?
Oh well, yeah,
we used to colonize them.
Colonize them.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was something. The whole time it kind of just felt like, sort of like an off-brand America.
It kind of is.
I mean, because
like,
they model themselves culturally.
Like having
welcome to economic imperialism. So.
Yeah,
basically.
Good work, Philippines.
Good job, America.
Yeah.
We make everyone like us.
Yeah.
It's sick. Now there's a McDonald's everywhere.
Yeah, now there's a McDonald's everywhere, and you can very easily get into credit card debt.
Yeah.
I love America.
Although McDonald's outside of the United States is 10 times better.
No, everything because the restaurants there give a damn.
It rocks. Did you say it was terrible or better?
No, it's the best. It's better.
Rocks.
I don't agree with that.
McDonald's outside of the United States.
And basically,
is like,
any of the chains outside the U.S., at least in the Philippines, I could tell that they're using worse ingredients. Like,
No, yeah. Well, did you at least go to Jollibee?
I went to Jollibee.
That's
The Jollibee's
interesting.
chicken is good. Their hot dog and hamburger is absolute garbage.
Ew.
Jollibee hamburger
Man,
is
Jacob sounds like such
disgusting.
an American traveler right now. It's like like the stereotypical like the McDonald's that suck.
McDonald's sucks.
beef.
No, but what I'm saying, well, yeah, I think it does, but I think their food is good. I think like Filipino food is great.
I went to a Burger King in Vietnam, rocked.
Fuck yeah.
I went to a Burger King in Cambodia,
Really?
rocked.
Yeah.
I went to
I
McDonald's.
went to McDonald's in Vietnam, rocked.
I went to McDonald's in Vietnam and it almost made me sick.
Dude.
It was bad.
rocked.
That's great.
Vietnamese food is great. I'm not saying their food isn't good.
You probably just had it in mind that it was a third world country, and it just like sickened you.
I think American McDonald's just kind of sickens. Well, it's on the edge of sickening me. So if it's not that quality, it's just like, what the fuck is this?
I think American McDonald's is garbage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Compared to the Vietnamese one.
Ass, bro.
Yeah,
The
for
Vietnamese
some
one
reason-
was Dude, the McFlurry machine worked, dog. What do you want me to say?
Maybe I got the wrong stuff.
Awesome,
I don't know, man.
It was great, man. I've been to. I feel like I started doing that where I'll go to a Starbucks or like a McDonald's in like every country I can.
Really?
Like I went to one in France. It's pretty bad.
Damn, what, the Starbucks?
McDonald's.
Oh yeah.
Starbucks,
there's no way they
Starbucks
care.
in Korea is really good, but dude, they gave me like they have glass mugs if you get your coffee there.
Oh yeah, I've seen it
like
before.
a glass mug, and then we got water cups, and they were glass cups. I was like, what the fuck? And there were still places to sit. You realize how much Starbucks sucks ass now? Like they took out all the furniture.
No,
they do. Yeah.
Starbucks and there was
in the
great.
US.
Yeah, I was just reading an interview with the new, I think, relatively new CEO of Starbucks, and he's just like, "We're going back to our roots. Like, we're gonna be an actual coffee shop because it's
we'll
like
see about that, bro.
look, there's the one in Daly City, the one like our closest Starbucks." It used to be a hotbed. I used to go there for tutoring. There used to be nice chairs there.
I remember
Different job interviews, like networking, like chairs.
True, there was like jazz fucking like things there.
We would walk in there and we would see our fucking Tío Cancha, who was like a regular. He would just be sitting there chopping it up with a bunch of other like,
an
immigrant Latino guys.
It used to be a safe place.
But then they gutted it. Now you go in now, it's just like one row of chairs. That sucks. And then it's just a giant counter where they're just doing like DoorDash orders, basically.
It's basically.
And there's a bunch of just like remnants of like the straw wrappers. Just
it's so gross.
It just looks like like it's so soulless.
Yeah,
like you're at a bank.
Dude, honestly,
also too, I remember the biggest cultural shift I felt is when the first Starbucks near us got a drive-through, because I was just like, ew. Like something about a Starbucks drive-through is just like, okay, Starbucks is now officially like
can you think
not care?
Imagine
they do
your
not
neighborhood
care
coffee shop gets a drive-through.
Insane, bro. I can't believe it.
The drive-thru is the ultimate. It's an assembly line, basically.
Yeah.
You're reducing the entire experience to an assembly line. I can't remember the last time I've been to a drive. I can't do it, dude. It's like
we just went to a Starbucks drive-thru today.
I don't want to sit in there.
Yeah, we went to because we were in Manteca, California.
I don't want to just sit in my car. If I'm driving, if I'm on a long drive, though, every time.
All I said was I felt a cultural shift. I didn't say it was necessarily a bad thing. I'll take advantage of a drive-through if there's coffee, but
I think it's pretty bad because like it's not like the product's that great either.
No. But I was just telling Kevin this, like Starbucks, the utility of Starbucks is it's at the very least like the bare minimum, right? Like coffee that's shittier than Starbucks, you're not going to last.
Yeah.
So if you're out there hawking it, go a little
it's the bare
higher
minimum, but now it costs as much as like another coffee shop that's better and
like
also
a gourmet one.
That's cheaper.
Yeah.
It's like the same price.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the bare minimum. And Starbucks, they could be like, oh, well, we do it faster, but they don't because everyone goes to Starbucks because they open up their mobile ordering and there's too many mobile orders. Then they have baristas because they're not willing to pay more people or make their systems more like.
And all the deals are in the app.
Yeah.
Well, now
they
McDonald's
don't gate it or anything. They're like they estimate the times improperly, so people end up having like congestion where like it says your drink's gonna be ready in 5 minutes and it's gonna be ready in 17 minutes. So like now you're in the store longer than you need to be. There's just no like traffic control. They're just like order as much as you want.
Shit.
And some people don't even pick it up, so you're just even wasting more time.
Dude, 100%.
McDonald's is competing with Starbucks because McDonald's has the McCafe.
Exactly. That's exactly right. That's
actually pretty good.
Yeah.
The coffee's not that bad. But you see, the thing with Starbucks is like I know what I'm getting is sludge. So every time I'm there, I get the same thing. I get a fucking venti cold brew. Like you can't fuck this up. Like literally, just like put the pre-shit mix in the cup. Damn. I'm taking the drug.
Yo, Starbucks hack. Ask for just black coffee and they'll hand it to you on the spot.
Yep.
You don't have to wait in line for
Yeah.
anything.
They're just zoop, zoop.
They'll hand it to you right then and there. But if you ask for a pump.
Over.
You're
in the assembly line.
You might as well got a
what's your name? I'm like, no, never mind. I don't need it.
You know, it's been fun getting to see because it's like by the time I came into realization of what Starbucks was, they were already on that arc. Like I remember going into a Starbucks and you could get like
those are the days, bro.
Yeah, you could get like
days.
There was like a real ideology to Starbucks. You would walk in there and there's this like books about like African soldiers.
They sold that
were
shit
the children. Yeah,
CDs up at the front.
You can get Corinne Ray Bailey like don't put your goods on.
Right next to like the fucking
Jones.
Nora Jones.
like the Scandinavian woodblock ensemble.
Yeah. And you're just hell yeah. And you would get those like mints that came in the little tins.
Exactly.
Like, post coffee mints.
My mom always
We love that shit. No, and then that's why
those little drinks.
Yeah.
Those like
to me,
drinks.
that all went away like I remember realizing that was gone when I saw the drive-through happen. I'm like, okay, this is the cultural divide.
Yeah, true, man.
Yeah, and it's been fun seeing that happen because me and Kevin also got to experience Phil's Coffee because we would go to the OG one on 24th Street.
Yep.
In the Mission District, right?
And then like I want to say like 2, 3, like we left for the military, came back. There's one in Daly City, there's one around, and it's the same thing. Now it's like just a mobile order hub.
It's just a Starbucks basically.
That's true, huh?
But they make some good ass coffee.
They do make some good ass coffee.
I take the coffee over Starbucks.
Hey, I'm not the only one who traveled. Why don't you talk about Korea?
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
How was the Starbucks in Korea?
It was pretty sick. I love visiting Korea. I think it's a really good place to go if you want to experience a distinctly different culture while having the comforts of being like a first world country and being able to operate as a stupid American who only speaks. It's true. I mean, it's true because you like to your point. There's a big American influence there. Obviously, there's a big American presence there. So
you can operate with English.
A lot of people there basically have like at least like a middle school understanding of English,
and they want to learn English.
It's all you really need. Yeah.
So they'll come after you and be like, they want to like, let's practice English. Like
the fashion there is incredible. Yeah, exactly. People are cool. Some people just come up and talk to you just because they want to. Like, they want to practice English. Yeah.
Cool.
And they're all intrigued and shit. Depending on where you go, it's very dependent on the district there. The thing with ethnically homogenous cultures is that like the subdivisions within those cultures are very strong. Yeah. Like they're very strong and distinct. But that's why it's cool to go. You see something just like really different. The fashion there is awesome.
Wait, what's an example of like
So there's a certain part of Seoul where it's like there's a lot of college students there, and that spirit it's Hongdae, and that spirit is so strongly represented.
Shout out to Hongdae.
That's where all the young like people are when they want to come talk to you. They always seem like super happy and shit. And
street performers,
and stuff, and it's just like cool streetwear brand like. There's cool like stands like selling like really sick like streetwear and stuff like that, and it's like it's sick, and it's just like very consistently like that. But then you go to like Gangnam, which is more like it used to be. It's a little different now. That's where I was most recently, but it's more like they're older,
Gangnam style.
They're like older. They're like older there, so it's more like ritzy. It's very wealthy, but it's like more like mute in terms of like their conduct. They're not as like wild and wacky and stuff. It just feels like you're in like a metropolitan.
Yeah, it aligns with like what rich people are like here.
And then there's another area called Itaewon, which is like their international like district, right? So same shit. There's like that's where you can go get like kebabs and shit and like good ass like tacos and stuff because there's like
tacos there too.
Every other like type of cuisines represented there, and that's so different than all these other areas there, right? And it's just like just how it is. I feel like people there, for better or worse, probably for worse, most Korean people would tell you is like they kind of fall in line into like whatever their like place in society is, where their age is. They just fall in line to like what's expected of you. There's like a lot of expectations.
Well, yeah, I mean, we do that here too.
But like, you know what I mean though? But like the expectations for a black teenager versus a white versus an Asian are probably different. It's all the same.
Yeah.
Everyone. Yeah. Everywhere.
It feels like utopian, but there's like obviously issues with that.
There's a strong emphasis on just like that. Right?
Was everything like really clean and orderly? Like there was no crime or like.
And they have very, homeless people. They have high beauty standards, so that they impose on a lot of the women there. So a lot of them get like work done when they're younger, and as a result, I mean. There's beautiful. They look fucking great, dude. Like
the K-pop stars, like if you go into a freaking any subway station, you'll see like 10 of those girls.
Yeah,
really?
Like just sitting and like
it sucks to be them.
They look
though,
exactly
right? Because
like
there's so much pressure and they have to like do all this stuff. But it's like as like just a passive observer.
Yeah,
it's nice.
So how many of them will look like K-pop?
Like,
bro, like when you go, I'm telling you, man, you'll be like.
But it's not like I mean, it's again, their culture's very strong, and it's the same thing with like dating and stuff.
Yeah,
it's like if you're not going to be there for a long time, most of them won't want to bother with you.
For sure, yeah. I mean,
not a fucking whore. Like what the fuck? You know what I mean? It's just like.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So it's cool, but it's cool.
How was approaching Korean women in like a club setting?
I usually didn't. I feel like a lot of them would come to you, not a lot of them, but like the ones who were interested would talk to you most likely, or like position themselves in a way that's like they're very clearly they want you to talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
But like in terms of like spitting, I mean you can, it just depends. But like I think it's like anywhere else, you know, you just talk to them. But I feel like what's a big point of emphasis there is age. culturally, they place a big emphasis on age and age dynamics.
Yeah.
So if a girl's older than you, like no matter what, like how cool you are, it's like the deck's definitely stacked against.
Oh,
you.
so the guy needs to be older.
Just because like socially, it's like
Okay.
it's just like again, it's like one of those things where like socially, it's like a weird thing to
like
be
height.
like the woman to be older. So like they don't want to be the older woman.
Yeah.
We had an event one time. We were going out and we had some older Korean dudes with us, and we also had some some older American dudes with us. They didn't let anyone over like 33, maybe 34 go into the club when they tried to go when they checked their IDs at the club.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they didn't allow them to.
Oh, dude, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Why not?
And the fucking bouncer was like ragging on one of the older dudes. He was like, "What? You're like 40. You're 40 years old. Why you want to come into this club?" I was like, "What the fuck, dude? This dude's hella trying to." And we're like trying to convince him. Nah, we're in there trying to spend money, like hang out and have fun. Wouldn't let us in, man.
Damn,
Were you guys Korean?
We were with Korean dudes and we were with American dudes, and then the oldest dude there was American Korean. And they didn't let him in at all.
He was a Korean American.
Yeah, he was Korean American. Yeah.
Well, obviously, though. I mean, that makes sense as like a bouncer of a club. Like, I don't want a bunch of
clubs
old
do that
fucking
here.
dudes.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
I mean, that's what they're
That's his job. But the whole ragging on him and all that shit. I was just
they
like,
were ragging on
they were
him.
ragging on him. Yeah, it was in Hongdae too.
They're like making fun of him.
making fun of him. And we've been to situations in Hongdae where we try and go into a club in Hongdae, and they'd be like, "No Americans."
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've done that
That was
too.
a big
Yeah, it's
one,
happened to me too.
They just say no Americans.
It'd be a Korean only
It's a
club.
Korean only.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
You know what's crazy is that
for
like
them.
I was there. I had that experience one time in Hyundai. Also, I
Yeah.
had that experience with 2 people from my hostel from England. Right, a guy and a couple, a guy and a girl. They were super cool. I forgot the guy's name. The woman's name is Lucy. Super cool people. But then we get to the bar, right, and we're about to go into the club, and then they were like, "Oh, only Koreans."
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, like whatever.
Yeah.
It's your country. I don't give
Just
a
move
fuck.
on.
Like,
Yeah.
exactly. Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Cause
You
a
gonna convince
stink.
him?
Get arrested because you
And
can't
he
go to the
did.
Korean zone. Oh, he did?
I mean, you know, like sometimes I feel like it was like this has never happened to him in his life. Because he was like, "What do you mean? Like, what do you mean?" And then he got all pissed off.
Oh, damn.
And then, but luckily, Lucy, being fabulous, was like, "All right, let's just go." And we were walking away, and he's like, "You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna open up a bar and not let Korean people."
But there's Western bars there
That's
too.
like to me, I was like, dude, this is how I know this is like the first time it's ever happened.
Hey.
That's your immediate reaction.
This reminds me of a really like bad personal like cuck style story. If you want to hear it.
Yes, please.
When I lived in Phoenix, I lived in Tempe near ASU, and I was like 23,
Already a big L.
and I was dating some.
No,
I was dating.
if you're near 8, I mean,
That's a party school.
I was like
right?
23.
That's-
Okay, but it turns out to be
Yeah.
a negative influence in this story for me at least.
it's known for having smoke shows though.
Yeah.
I'm like 23, 24, and I'm dating this girl who's like 20, 21. And basically, they get her and her girlfriends, like people were hanging out with on Halloween, get invited to some like party. And we get there. I don't know what, they didn't tell me any information. So I'm like, all right, well, whatever, let's go. And it ended up being a frat party, and they didn't let any of the guys in.
Oh.
Didn't let any guys in.
And like, I was like dating her. So I was like, don't go in there. And she was like, I'm going to. And then she did.
Damn.
and then I was gonna Uber home, but she came out soon enough, and then I just continued to hang out with them.
Oh, Jesus.
Today
how
I
long
would
was
never
she
do
in there?
that. I would immediately leave.
How long did it
today.
take it for them to finish?
It was like 20 to 30 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, it was me and some other loser guy, and he to me that guy was a loser, so I was like, damn, I'm like him.
I mean, man, that
20 to 30 minutes standing. What'd you do in those 20, 30 minutes? Just hang out?
I was mad on the group. I was like, wait, I was like texting her, like being like, you fucking leave. What the fuck?
why didn't you go home?
Well, then I was like, okay, I'm gonna call an Uber. She's not out here in like 5 minutes. But I should have done it sooner, obviously. Today I would immediately be like, okay, I'm leaving.
Wait, how'd you meet this girl?
He was dating her, right?
I was
Yeah.
dating her. Yeah.
No,
How did I
how'd you
meet
meet
her?
this
She
girl?
was the friend of my random roommate's girlfriend.
Was she Asian?
No, she was white as hell.
Nice.
Is that
Her
better?
only
Is that
redeeming-
better? I love white girls. Only white girls.
Yeah, hey.
Well,
join the
see what
club.
happens when you date one. So.
The
I
only
know.
way she
Yeah.
could have saved herself. The only way she could have saved herself is she would have came out with like a bottle or something. Like, I brought this bag for you or something. Like
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's honestly, I don't know. Good exchange. I don't know. She actually still stalks me. She still messages me and stuff.
She still messages
I broke up with her 5 years ago, and she still messages me.
5 years ago?
One time she Venmoed me money to send me a message.
What?
Because I blocked.
That's like,
Is that cool? God. It's like kind of like OnlyFans.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's pretty bad. I remember when she graduated college, and then like I think she realized what LinkedIn is, and she went, "Oh shit, maybe he hasn't blocked me on here." So then I got a message from her on LinkedIn.
You blocked her.
I blocked her on everything. I had to. She kept like spoofing numbers to like message me and stuff.
Christ.
Yeah, bro.
For everyone I strike down, 5 more
Oh no.
sprout up in its place.
Oh, but yeah. Anyways, I wasn't let into that frat party, and I guess they fucked my girlfriend. I don't know.
Damn.
No, I'm sure they didn't. She was.
I don't think so. I don't think like she just like.
No, they definitely didn't. But
No, that isn't
like-
deeply rude of her to like go in.
I know.
Yeah,
right?
that's really like.
I was like, holy,
what's
like
the-
at the time it was that thing. Like this is my first actual girlfriend. So at the time I was like, wait,
Wait,
this is fucked
okay.
up.
How old
right?
are you two at this point?
I'm 23.
That was
How old
your
is she?
first girlfriend?
Well, actual, I would like fuck with girls in like college.
no. Wait, how old is she?
Actual dating though, I don't adult like relationship. I don't know.
But she was in college.
She was, yeah, I guess so.
Oh,
She was in
okay.
nursing school.
So how's that an adult?
Nursing.
Well, for me,
Like the whole training academy.
I was just gonna say, I had this conversation with someone.
You got her-
I'm talking for
Nurse is a red flag, dude.
What'd you
I'm not gonna
call it?
lie.
What'd you call it?
The hoe training academy. That's like okay, like not only nurse, hoe profession. She's a college student, and you guys are at Arizona State. Like, dude.
She didn't go to ASU.
Oh,
What?
Damn.
Wait,
She
what
couldn't
do you
make it
mean?
into ASU.
She didn't go to ASU. What do you
Where
mean?
did she go?
She went to that the Christian school. It's a purple.
I mean, that's like the minor leagues of
Yeah,
the
that's
whole
minor leagues.
They were in the March Madness a couple years ago, and I was like, oh, that's where my stalker ex went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
so-
I always have a reflexively negative view of Arizona, but that's just because
Arizona's
I'm
bad.
Kevin loves
I
Arizona.
love
I think it's
fucking love
cool.
Arizona.
Yeah.
Dude, Arizona's
It's
badass.
funky over there.
It's okay, I guess.
Yeah.
But like,
It's all like melt your brain desert type vibes.
yeah, there's a lot of turquoise crystals and stuff
Yeah.
there, and
Oh,
like
really?
oils. Yeah, people
That's a
love
New
that
Mexico
shit there.
thing too, right?
And this girl loved
Yeah,
this,
New Mexico
loved it
thing
too.
too.
Like
Yeah.
she loved astrology, she loved all of it.
Dude, that's the
yeah.
best kind of girl, honestly.
I put my dick in crazy, bro. Though, like
Hey,
that's what
whatever.
I did. That's what it
That's
was.
gonna give you the best time. I feel like you
and
should
leave
be.
you at a frat party.
Yeah.
But then you break up with her, and like she pretends to like hurt herself and sends you pictures from the hospital and stuff.
So you've like lost twice then by messing with her at all.
Yeah. Damn. That's rough,
Damn,
buddy.
she's like a curse, bro.
Yeah, she was the kind of girl who like
We need to do a seance to get this photo.
she did
You ever
like
see
the
you ever see people post like
What?
their wristband, their like medical wristband?
Oh, that's what is that what
that's basically what it was. It was like oh, I'm okay or whatever.
Yeah, like one of those things.
Here we
like,
go.
Crazy
And
night,
the
like,
previous
all that
night,
shit.
she like texted me and said, I'm gonna hurt myself or whatever. Can
Let's
you
do
come
a
help me?"
seance for
Oh
Jacob.
my
And
God,
I just said like I was like, oh, I'm drunk. I'll call the cops though if you want me to. And then she didn't say anything. And then she sent me that the next day.
Jesus Christ.
And while we were dating, she said that she did the classic like, oh, like I'm gonna like kill myself or whatever.
Fuck.
You
If
know,
you leave
but-
me, I will kill myself.
Yeah.
type
And
thing.
I just told her like I was like, if you ever say that to me again, I'm leaving you.
Damn, that's
And then
wild.
she
dude.
never said it until after we broke up. So I guess the threat was gone.
Oh, nice. Look,
What
it's
is that?
Oh, let's do a
the
seance.
candles.
Oh, dude. Yeah, dude. I went shooting in the New Mexico desert,
Yeah.
and I saw something like this out in the fucking distance, and I fucking shot at it.
Bro, that was like a fucking gravesite.
I know, dude. I was in the desert, so it's just random. But I didn't know it was a candle, and it was the candle of was like the
Candle of Jesus or something.
the 5 African powers, and I got
Oh,
fucking spooked, bro.
Oh, no way.
I got spooked. I actually had a negligent discharge. I don't know what happened after that.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I was sitting there, and then like after I realized what I shot, like my rifle went off. And I was like, oh shit.
Oh, a negligent
Yeah,
discharge.
yeah.
Sorry, I was thinking of dishonorary discharge.
No,
I was like,
no.
Jesus, bro,
Discharge,
what?
no.
Like, you gotta go into that.
That's why whenever I see those fucking candles, I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, if someone saw that, they would have thought you were racist or something.
Yeah.
That's
How
the worst
dare
thing
you
that-
desecrate
You'd
this
either
site.
would have been cursed by some sort of Mexican deity, or worse, someone would have thought you were racist.
Definitely the first one's better.
Yeah. Wow, these look great. I remember when we got these for Shane's 30th.
Welcome to our seance. It's spooky season. We need a seance. I forgot why exactly, but
Well, we're trying to remove the spirit of not getting cookies from Jacob.
We're gonna do a seance of not. Well, actually,
it sounds like going to Southeast Asia didn't really work out for you. So we got to purge the demons with this.
I actually last night. Last night, I successfully applied your technique.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, you want to
First you do this,
the keynote?
spin around, double take 3 times.
Take it around town, around. Yeah.
One of those would have sufficed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it works pretty well. You're right. Like there should never be like a weird kiss. Like at that point, it should be like super obvious.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is what this is like.
Would you start out with like slightly touching your arm? Doing
Yeah. We're just doing that. Ha ha ha. You know, whatever. And then she would do it, and I'd be like, okay,
See,
that's
I tell you,
working.
it's great.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, and then.
If a girl agrees to go out on a date with you, like.
Well, the big problem though is I don't know if I should talk about this because the girls are always hella interested in the podcast, and I'm always just like I can't tell them what it's called or whatever because I don't want them hearing like these stories.
I would say keep just tell it, whatever.
Just really?
Yeah, just keep going, whatever. There's no way. What are the chances that they're gonna listen to this?
They're all pretty interested in it, bro.
Like
If this girl knew the name of it, she would
Your
definitely.
YouTube is underneath your name too, so if they just know your name,
I would not
they'll probably
take.
find it like that.
I would not necessarily weigh heavily the perspectives of people who don't have to suffer the consequences of these actions.
Very true.
Hey, fuck it, man. Send it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's do it,
I was
bro.
trying to figure out what you were saying, but yeah.
I'm saying you're better
Don't
off
trust
not bringing
Nathan.
it up.
Yeah.
You're better off not bringing it up.
All right, fine. Here I was.
Because it's
trying
access
get
to
an
a lot of
interesting story.
information that
Yeah,
you cannot.
I'm just gonna cut all
A
that.
lot
put
of
in the
personal
context.
information too. Yeah.
But good news. It feels good to know that my technique is working out a little bit for you.
Yeah, that and I paid for a Hinge premium, so.
Oh yeah.
also
I mean, that's
helps.
like 90% of the battle.
have
If you're
to,
using
yeah.
Hinge.
They basically have to. For a while, I was like, "Do I need this?" And I was like,
How much is that?
And then once I was
It's
like
like
ready
40
to like
bucks a
really
month.
date a lot, I was
40
like,
bucks.
"All
I think
right."
it's like
Very
30.
It's 30 bucks a
30
month
bucks
for you have to get X, otherwise it's pointless. Kind of.
Yeah.
At least it helps a lot.
If you're a guy, you're gonna have to pay for those apps.
Yeah,
you're
but
gonna
you
have
know
to pay
what?
to feel shitty about yourself and be lonely.
And at least like I mean, whatever.
If you're 80% of people using it, but
Yeah,
sure you guys
but
have
for
good
us,
time.
lucky few, it's,
it's great. It's like a paid platform.
I wouldn't know.
No.
Obviously, I don't use dating apps.
Hinge was the best one. I remember being on Bumble and being like,
I got banned from Hinge. So
Oh yeah,
yeah. I was like, I didn't think.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
like
it's-
catfishing or something.
No, I think this guy sends like a snarky message every once in a while.
There's
and
very
people
like,
report him.
no, I
Yeah.
think that there's just very vague rules around it. Like one of them is like if you give the impression that you're not serious about dating.
Really?
Literally
What?
one. Yeah.
That's so dumb.
You know what I'm saying? So
You
that could
can
be-
literally
that could be
put,
somebody who
like-
like maybe I was getting to like plan a date with, and then I just like didn't
Oh.
like ghosted or something.
Oh, then they get salty.
Yeah, it could be
And then
something
they
like that.
reported you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
no
basically-
fat chicks in his bio.
I put that in my bio.
Everyone-
My height's doing a lot of caring for
That's
me.
who
to
you
be
ask.
honest.
Yeah. See, if you go out for Chinese girls, then it kind of works in your favor.
Not really.
Really? Why?
It just
Yeah.
depends on who, because I just feel like people who are typically more desired, so to speak, like have more bargaining power. You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
and they use it. Like, why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
We have access to more.
Oh.
All
like,
is fair in
options.
love and war,
Yeah,
basically.
there you
So if
go.
you think about it.
There you
so.
go. See, this is why we needed to add this man to the cast, bro. Season 2 is off to a great start.
Great start.
I forgot about season 2.
We have segments now, like seances.
Is the
And
seance done? Have we should we communicate with the spirits a little bit more?
Oh yeah, have you guys
Oh,
ever done?
please.
Are we?
You hear that? The wind started. As soon as you said the wind,
Oh
Oh my god,
the wind does
yeah.
get crazy up here.
I think that's a yes.
I'm kind of scared.
Wait,
Can
have you ever
not
guys used
leave?
like a Ouija
Wait,
board?
can you guys not leave after this?
Blow them out. Blow them out.
No, have you guys ever done anything satanic?
No.
Have I done
Existing.
I
anything?
would like use a
satanic?
Ouija board.
Like as a joke or anything?
No,
Existing. I love to use a Ouija board. My mom is always just like you know.
I can't imagine
You
your
get scared
parents
of it.
going for a Ouija board.
Dude, we should have them back one day. I'll get one.
No, they would
Yeah,
leave.
that shit's-
Rightfully so. Like
Yeah.
that would fuck them. They would not.
My
be
mom.
down
One
with that.
time, I had a friend over, and he pulled out tarot cards, and he was
Tarot
reading
cards?
tarot
Oh
cards.
shit, dude.
And my mom walked in, and my mom like told him to get the fuck out of the house.
Really? I did tarot cards with a girl
leave.
one time. I guess it's the most satanic thing because she just had them. She whipped them out and she had just bought them. So I did the whole thing where I was like, haha, I know what they mean. So I just like told her what they meant. I didn't fucking know.
Premarital sex satanic?
Yes.
It definitely is.
Yes, and I've never done that.
Yeah, amen. Well, tarot cards are fun because you really can.
By choice.
Whatever happened to that guy who did the tarot cards?
Noel?
Yeah.
I don't know. Actually, he was in a really bad car accident.
Was he gay?
What,
No, he wasn't gay.
Shit.
Yeah.
Did the cards tell him?
Oh,
Yeah.
No, you know why I asked? Because I've heard, I've watched some like esoteric like videos and stuff like that on YouTube.
Wait, what?
And they say the like esoteric channels on that shit, and they say tarot cards is mostly a female kind of thing. So if a guy does it, it's kind of like
yeah.
It's heresy?
yeah, it kind of throws it off.
It is kind of gay. Yeah.
Does the same thing apply to horoscopes?
I think like
Yeah, honestly, and the only reason I understand astrology and anything is because like I like women because it's like I'm around enough of them that they've communicated. But I don't know if your rising sun is in Saturn or whatever the fuck stuff like that. Like I have no idea. All I know is I'm a Sagittarius. That makes me a little fire sign. It's like, oh, what are you? If you're a Leo, that means you're.
Dude, should I put my horoscope on my Hinge? Would that help?
bro, I bet you'd get a whole different type of female going for it.
You need a white girl who like
that's a
lights
card.
candles,
That's like
a
a card that you play like during when you're already talking.
Yeah,
If you're
true.
in person
Yeah.
with that.
All right, so I should just
You
study.
can bring it up and you can laugh about it and be like,
playfully jest.
I'm a Gemini, boo. You know, I always do that. Whatever your sign is, I'm a blank, boo. You know, little pause, boo. And then,
Oh my god, shut up. No, it's funny you say that. I actually used to date a Taurus. Like, I'm serious.
I knew
like,
this guy who was a Gemini.
my
who
longest-
just like it.
I knew it was a red flag. Like, my longest relationship. Like, I was not compatible with him. Like, and you're just like,
Yeah, that's
I
definitely
literally
why.
had a girl tell me
That's
once,
definitely
like,
why.
yeah, it's like you're a Gemini. I don't think we'll be compatible. And I was like, you think that? So I know we're not compatible.
Yeah.
self-fulfilling prophecy.
You're right.
Speaking of fucking astrology, I had one of those moments where it was like straight, like I could not believe I was experiencing what I was experiencing. So we're at a doctor's appointment for my 2-year-old. We are at a doctor's place. This is a Kaiser Permanente. This is a medical facility.
Yeah, he has a degree and stuff.
And like the doctor was talking to us, and we were just talking about his behavior because he's a little brother. He gets beat up on a lot by Troy, by my oldest son.
Yeah.
So like sometimes he's a little bit more aggressive with kids. So sometimes he'll go up to a kid and go like bah, which is something Troy never did.
Yeah.
And then the doctor was just like, well, he's a Pisces. And I was just like, what? It's like, he's a Pisces. Like, it's a female doctor, so she's Pisces. So like, he's really emotional. So like, you really want to point out the things that are happening like emotionally. Like, oh, look, you made that kid cry by doing this. Like, oh, sad. And I was like, but like I thought back because I was just doing open enrollment for my company, and I'm like, I am paying $700 a month to like come here for you to tell me my son is a
What
Pisces.
class was that? Where she learned?
But you know what? She's a nice doctor otherwise. So
Dude,
like,
yeah,
but I was very shocked when she said that.
Dude, I dated
be
a
too.
girl at the medical school when I was in business school, and it really revealed to me that they are just they're susceptible to all the same things.
Yeah.
of course.
Probably more so.
Yeah.
There's some weird fucking
Like
people who are
doctors, I've heard
doctors.
too. They're not really that smart. They're just people who just can.
They can
like,
follow procedure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
follow
they're
instructions,
following
good, take
instructions.
tests.
Be
And then
cold
they
and
were-
calculating and just be
Yeah.
like.
And they were just in school for
piece
hella
of
long.
shit.
Yeah.
Like, they just know a lot because they're in school for a long time.
I mean, it's all good, you know.
Yeah.
Good for them. I mean, they deserve it honestly
They
because
do.
medical school is
They
fucking
make a lot of
hell.
money. Shit.
Yeah.
Resident-
Good, 'cause
they throw you to
they
the
pay a
dogs
lot.
your
You know,
first
it's
years.
fucked
You have
up,
to do
dude, like,
residency.
It's actually being a doctor, like entry level doctor, is not the moneymaker it used to be.
No, yeah.
Sucks ass.
You gotta
Sucks
wait.
really
You
until
make
bad.
like
have
you make
your
like
own-
60K and you work like fucking like
Yeah.
like 70 hours a week, like 80
dude,
hours
it's
a
crazy.
week.
Yeah,
That's why a lot
man,
of-
that's
a lot
hella
of-
spooky.
They
Yeah,
burn you
yeah,
the fuck
yeah,
out, and they
that's
throw you in
real
like the
spooky.
ER where people are fucking dying and shit. You
yeah.
know? Like, or depending on what your specialty is, obviously. But like
Mhm.
you're working like the worst hours, like the worst.
Yeah. No,
It
you're
basically,
eating shit for
it's,
not that
I
much
wonder
money.
if it's like this fucking psyop to make people want to basically open their own private practices and just keep privatizing healthcare.
Yeah, but there's a.
Because
Yeah.
they send you to some community hospital where you
Actually,
go and
that
you're just
does-
like,
yeah.
you're like, oh, this sucks asshole. You're like, fuck, I need to go do my own thing or
Yeah.
join a private practice. It's
But-
way better.
Yeah.
But at least there's
Man,
at least there's like 5 network shows going on at a time that paint you as a hero.
There's
Yeah, it's
so
true.
many.
Yeah.
There's so many private practice doctors out there, and you'd be like in like random ass towns. You'd be like, why the fuck fuck are you all the way out here? Like,
And
I bet in
dude-
Manteca, there's tons of them.
Oh yeah, it has to be.
Yeah.
As someone who goes to private practice, like private like clinics and shit for healthcare, it's fucking infuriating how much fucking nicer it is of an
Yeah.
experience.
I bet.
Like and then I go to like I'll go to like a Sutter or some shit like that for something else, and I'm like, oh my god, like
Dude.
Jesus. I mean, they're perfectly functional hospitals, but you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like there's a clear
No, they don't give a
difference.
fuck. The last primary care appointment I went to, I was looking around. I was like, damn, I haven't like had a primary care appointment in like years. So I was
Yeah.
like, fuck it, I'll just go. And like the level of disinterest from this doctor was
They
so
don't give a fuck.
like
From the
so,
administration to like
Yeah.
the doctors themselves, like
The-
top to bottom.
the
They just did not
nurses,
give a fuck. They didn't
don't
ask
give
me
a
about anything
fuck,
else. Just
yeah.
like, hey, what's going on with you? Like, what? Tell me about your life. Like, they didn't give a shit about my health. Like, they're only really there to like solve problems that you go to them for.
Yep.
So I'm like, why even bother coming
Yeah.
here? Like,
Yeah, dude. It's like
so I haven't like been to the doctor in like fucking 2 years.
here's some more fucking tinfoil hat shit, right? It's all because
What
of
was that?
This is my water bottle hit something.
Okay.
It's basically because like a lot of hospitals now, especially those ones that are like you know like a big hospital like Kaiser or whatever,
Yeah.
they start being evaluated by the same measurements and metrics that we use to evaluate things corporations. So they'd be like, how do we determine if a doctor's good or not? Oh, like how quickly you can
Yeah.
get people in and out the fucking door. Like how
Yeah.
good is this hospital? Like how efficient are you? How long do
Shit.
people stay? How often do they have to stay overnight? And like you were saying, I think you said this already, where it's like instead of when you set metrics like that aren't like real, people just start fudging them. They start doing things to like
yeah.
meet the metric, right? So now you get doctors who don't give a fuck because they're just like, we got to get this guy the fuck out of
Yeah.
here.
Well,
Yeah,
metrics
exactly.
are also tied to fucking dollar signs too. So
Yeah,
that thing
exactly.
just fucks everything up.
Exactly.
Well, I think like a lot of like,
Schools are like that now with standardized
Yep.
testing.
Yeah.
And all it does is just is like it strips the fucking like qualitative essence of all of these like experiences
Yeah.
of like life. Basically, all these pillars of life are just like robbed of like personal touch.
yeah,
Become
no.
so cold and calculating by using metrics and data science and big data and thinking that it's like making the world better. It's making it a lot more efficient.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's necessarily making it better.
Yeah.
But I
no.
wonder if that, like, when the doctor was like, "Oh, it's because he's a Pisces or whatever." I wonder if that was their form of like trying to like,
At least it's a personal
Personalize it.
touch.
Yeah.
personalized touch. You know, like trying to like make it like, "Oh, look, we care." You know,
Yeah,
Is that
stuff
all
like
he said, or was he just like? Was
There
that,
was
was
more
that all
to
the
it.
answer? She was
There
just
was
like,
more
He's a
to
Pisces.
the-
Diagnosis: Pisces.
I think she was just being, I think like that was just her personal touch. I was just surprised
Yeah.
to hear it. in
I'm
the
a
doctor's
Pisces, but I'd
office.
rather be a
Well,
kid
we're still
away.
going.
I was gonna say that, dude. Fucking.
Well, she's making medical decisions based on it. That's
I
No,
love
no, no,
Andre
because we
Nicotino.
weren't asking advice on like, we were just talking about his behavior.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
I thought
we
she
were-
was gonna prescribe him Adderall because he's a Pisces.
No, like we're
That'd
gonna
be
go to
fucked
some.
up.
Hey, sorry, he's a Pisces.
okay.
Enjoy 8 years of Ritalin.
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
That's
they'll
so
use
bad.
anything nowadays.
All of my friends, all the people, I wouldn't even call them all friends, but all the people I know who got medicated young really point to that as like a turning point in their lives. Just like,
Shit,
It really
Ritalin
fucked
is
me up.
fucking meth.
I
It's
know,
meth
you,
for
like-
fucking like really much prescribed meth. Basically is
yeah,
what it is.
you're like they
Yeah.
threw you on. It was like the dark ages, like even like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Like the fact, I feel like we're gonna look more and more like poorly upon that as time goes on. Like, why were we giving 8-year-olds Ritalin? Why were we putting in like these young boys who were just in classrooms and like couldn't sit
shit.
still?
Or it won't seem that crazy in the future because we're like doing even more of it.
That's what I was gonna
they're
say. I was
all-
like, you
they're
guys
all
really think we're gonna
fucked
look
up.
back
Every-
on that
every-
as being
every
crazy?
sci-fi
I mean,
book,
why
everyone's
weren't we
on
giving them
Helica.
Yeah, why were we doing it sooner? Why were we using
Take
this
your-
drug
No,
to
I mean
shove
that's
up
not a
their ass one
guarantee. I
time,
think
you
that's
know?
like that could be a pivot point. I think there's a lot of things that we'll look back on. Like there's medical practices that 40 years ago that were regular, and then they just kind of like
Well,
went
you
away.
know
I think
what-
these things
you know-
like ebb and
Hey,
flow.
shut the fuck up and take your soma.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people there's a lot of like these conspiracy theories about medical stuff that is all like, they always say like, hey, they were right back then. Like bloodletting is like a fucking thing. Like you should be bloodletting and
leeches?
stuff like that. Yeah. And leeches,
Yeah.
all that shit is, and supposedly the super rich be doing that shit like, on their own. Like they
Today?
choose
Yeah.
to elect that shit. And
Well, there's
they,
that famous like guy who wants to be young forever, and now
Yeah.
he injects his own son's blood into him.
Yeah.
Dude, that
And
guy's
he, like,
such a
looks weird.
fucking bitch.
Dude,
Yeah, that guy looks so
he puts like
creepy.
shocking
He's
pads
such
on
a
his penis
loser.
at night.
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
I kind of want to. Never mind.
No,
I
it'd be funny. He put all that money into it, and like we should
semi-truck.
just like wipe off the face of the earth.
That'd be really funny.
Oh, him and his son's blood infusion.
Oh, we'll never know if it works. We'll never know.
He just does something flippantly dangerous and he dies for it.
Yeah, or he gets like sucked into the propeller of a plane.
Yeah. He's trying to fly on the outside of it.
Yeah,
He gets run over by a Waymo. Like,
yeah. No, that's great.
He does the marching of the bulls to show that he's still fit and just gets fucking gored.
Thank God. Thank God.
running of the bulls.
Yeah. You know, it's fun. Like one of those things I didn't.
He's like, help me, son. His son like pushes it in more because he's so sick of his dad
like
just
Scar,
using him as a
help
blood
me,
bag.
man. Long live the king. Hey, that'd be on theme too, right? Long live.
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say that
Nice. We should
I was talking to some friends who are now Waymo converts, like that they only use Waymo.
I am a convert too if it's cheaper. That
Yeah.
shit's definitely better.
No, and it's just like, and I was talking. There's two of them at my office that like when it was beta, they've been using Waymo forever, and
Yeah.
they're like, well, like the only downside is it takes a lot longer to get places sometimes, and I'm like, oh, why? And it's because the Waymo follows every single traffic law.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I
of
thought it
course.
went to it. I thought it went at a
Programming
pretty
that shit.
good pace when I took.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I did?
What?
Or what my friend did?
Did you put a cone on the Waymo?
No, I've heard of people who would like intentionally like brake before.
Oh, I do that
a
too,
red
yeah.
light is about to happen, and
Yeah.
then blow it. So like, the car just stops.
I don't do that, but I definitely bully.
I've
like,
heard
the
of some
AI
people
cars.
splitting a lane on
Yeah.
the way back to the gym doing just that 2 days ago.
Yeah, you can cut those. Just if you see a Waymo, cut it off. Like it'll stop.
Dude, I just
Yeah,
do
I
whatever
mean, it
I
has
want.
no choice but to stop.
It won't do
right?
shit. It's
Yeah.
a
Yeah, what's it
stupid ass
gonna do?
robot.
Little
It's a
bitch ass
fucking-
Dude,
robot.
I'm saying, man, okay, I'm not like saying that I'm gonna do this, obviously, but it's like something that people should probably expect at some point. It's
Right.
like those things are so fucking easy to rob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can rob someone in a Waymo like it's no fucking big deal.
Yeah,
all you
dude, of
gotta
course.
do is have someone stand in front of it or put a fucking object in front of it, a cone, and you fucking just smash the window. And
Dude,
just, like,
I bet the doors are
blow your
unlocked, too.
goddamn head off. Like, what are you gonna do? You can't move.
Yeah.
This vehicle will not move.
Mhm.
Fuck.
That feels like that
Is
feels
there
like something that
cameras
would
inside that
happen
like
in,
call
like,
911 or something?
Oh,
There
Like-
has to be some, yeah. But I mean, you're in and out, and then
Yeah.
everything is recorded in the Waymo, of course.
And then they
with
find out where the
dash
cameras are now.
So
Yeah.
so they
It's
need to
done.
mount it with a gun, is what you're saying.
Exactly. There's like all you gotta do.
What I'm saying is, if you're an enterprising young man, maybe think about robbing Waymos. Because if you know it's people who
Before
have,
they have
we're not
guns.
saying that. Actually. We're not saying that.
We're talking about
No,
spooky
but like, what are you gonna, like, the
stories.
only problem like of being, you better hope they have like jewelry or cash on
it's
them.
That's
gonna
the
be
only
like-
thing.
it's gonna
That was
be
like,
like
what
If
are
you
you
roll
gonna
up on
get?
someone, you can't. I feel like it's hard to steal phones now because
Yeah.
they're gonna track the fucking phone.
Nah, I mean you can still phones easy.
Yeah, you can brick
Yeah.
it and
You
we
can
start or
brick it and
whatever.
just,
But
like, sell
but
it
wait,
and
well,
kill it.
guys, but you can listen to your own Spotify.
If they got a laptop on there,
Oh.
maybe if they got a
Worth it.
laptop or like you
You
know.
could do many. I mean, you know. I mean, okay. Like,
Give me all
that's-
your money. I mean, that's that works.
I feel
wearing
like
good
that
clothes.
Yeah, but see,
absurdity
no one
has-
ever has any cash.
That's true.
But they have
that's
other
true.
stuff that's worth money.
Give me your fucking
Yeah, so it's,
jacket.
I guess it's your phone, and then you better hope they have some sort of jewelry.
You're taking a Waymo.
Yeah.
They probably have
Bust down
something
Rolly.
expensive
Oh,
on there.
yeah,
yeah,
Or
yeah.
probably have an
Yeah.
Apple
Flipper
Watch.
card with $7.
You probably got your
on it.
fucking work laptop.
Probably have an
right?
Apple Watch, a
Oh,
work
maybe.
laptop,
You got your work laptop.
an
Yeah,
iPhone.
just go and you're
They have like
guess-
$2,000 on
If
their
you're,
body.
I mean,
easily.
if you're a criminal and you're regularly, I'm sure you have someone you can dump all this stuff off
Yeah,
to.
exactly.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I got my work
Buy
laptop
for
stolen.
everything.
That guy did something with it.
Yeah.
Jacob
Yeah.
got picked off like while he was using.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
So I sat down at like a cafe and they had those old COVID
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
things. And I sat on a seat with my back to the street and it had like the window barrier thing, but there's a little bit of gap. And I sit down, I pull it out, lift it up. The second that happens, some guy reaches over
fuck, dude, yeah.
I like look back and he's going in the back seat of a car and they all just drive off. And I was
Damn.
like, I was almost not even mad. I was like, damn, that was hell.
What was his race?
I don't know. He was
It doesn't matter what happened to your laptop. What matters is which demographic fault is this?
wait,
well,
whose fault is this?
he was wearing all black. I don't know if he was black, but he was wearing all black.
I think both my our guests
usual
here and our
suspects. Yeah,
listeners
people always-
know.
He was one of those Finnish immigrants that
And then he ate my dog.
Yeah, that's been a great story. They're eating eating, because it's like seeing Trump like talk about it on a call. He looked so deranged on the debate. He looked so.
And you know
deranged.
what? People are
Seriously.
theorizing. So he's been traveling with Laura Loomer, right? You know?
Oh, yeah, I
people
saw
are
that,
theorizing
dude.
that she
Yeah.
is the reason that he brought it up. She like convinced him to talk about it.
Because I guess
Hey, so
people
is
love
he
their
smashing
pets, but
that
he was
or
just
what?
like, he definitely is. He
Definitely is.
Laura Loomer's a fucked up lady.
No, dude, her face is like.
Dude,
Yeah.
dude.
You know,
Dude.
when you're old and horny like that, you look around and you're just like, let's do it.
Well,
Try to
also
take
when
it
your
down.
actual wife has more or less left you.
Yeah.
I mean,
But anyway, so the
Who is
idea,
Laura Loomer? Like, what is she? I honestly.
She was literally like a right wing online personality.
yeah,
That's
she
big.
handcuffed herself to Twitter or something.
She's the
Yeah.
female like Alex
they banned
Jones.
Trump.
No.
Oh, damn.
Way,
Remember
worse,
that
way
video where
less
Alex
dignified than Alex Jones.
Where Alex Jones like runs that dude down on the street.
Come on.
That was some good.
You like what's up?
You had some decent form, bro.
Yeah,
Dude, that guy
Jones is yoked as fuck,
That man's a definition
Yeah,
of
man.
barrel
I would
chested.
say most dudes
Yeah.
could not probably sprint like that.
That guy's barrel chested.
like if I was
Yeah.
a dude he ran up on, like that fool was probably terrified.
It's also
Yeah,
hilarious because like
seriously, dude.
in that segment he was just walking around Seattle like waiting for someone to notice that it was Alex Jones in Seattle, and like the second he happens he's just like, get over here. That guy like throws coffee on him. He
does?
Yeah, he throws coffee on it. It's really funny.
Well, that's kind of assault.
take a piss.
Yeah.
That's kind of intense.
That's
You
pretty
shouldn't do
great.
that even to Alex Jones.
Wait,
Yeah,
a 10-minute
seeing-
warning, guys. 10-minute
seeing
warning.
Trump
15?
up there being like, they're eating your pets. They're taking.
They're eating your dogs.
They're eating cats. They're eating your
sorry.
pets. Like the low level fear mongering, like how low he has to
It's
stoop
gone
now
so like
No,
to like recoup any of the magic
like,
he had back in the
Yo,
day.
my favorite part was when she baited him into talking about crowd sizes, and it worked like exactly like she thought it would.
Yeah.
He
Dude,
immediately
he's
got
probably
mad.
just like exhausted, just like he's like in the 12th round now, just like
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
and the dogs are eating.
it's like
them.
literally his third title fight, and he's
He's
just
been
like,
effectively running a campaign to get reelected since he lost. You know what I mean? So it's just
He
like
was kind of quiet for a while though.
no, he was not quiet because like we had
No
we
one
had
just-
all
no
that
one was
trial
listening.
stuff.
Well,
yeah.
true, no one was listening. He was saying stuff on True Social, but no one cared.
Yeah.
so many people were saying things on his behalf at that point. Like
Yeah.
the
I
liberal
felt like
media
he was
ran
gone for like
wild.
3 years.
No,
and
dude,
then
he was
around
there
last
the
fall.
entire time.
No, but I'm saying like I didn't hear about him, right?
Yeah, that's
so he
great.
was there, but like
My
Someone
my
needs to,
favorite
like, do a-
explanation of the they're eating your cats thing is like because there's a lot of Haitian people obviously in the U.S.
Yeah.
now,
yeah.
and like there's some claims going around that they're stealing cats for voodoo rituals.
Oh.
Same thing with cats.
Well, I thought
Same thing with
apparently
dogs.
Man, I had a Haitian Uber driver in Boston once, like 2 years ago. That was like the coolest dude I ever met. I couldn't imagine that he'd steal a cat. Once you get to know a person.
I had like the
Yeah.
live perspective of like a not crazy Republican. My dad texted me. He was like, "Cats and dogs? Like, what is he talking about?"
That's how you
Yeah.
know, bro. I feel like you jumped the shark.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Like,
done.
Like
Yeah.
he
Somebody jumped the shark.
Tell you,
he
Trump's
texted me like keep your dogs, keep your cats away. Apparently the Haitians are eating it. ... What a weird thing to say. During
It was a good
the
run.
debate.
It was a good run. Somebody needs to like splice in like the speech that Goku gave Majin Buu before he killed him.
Yeah.
He was like, "Thanks for pushing me to my limits. Like it was a good time. Maybe you can come back someday as a better person." Well, like Trump right now. Trump's just like,
Dude, he's
Dude,
going
if this was the
down.
2020
Trump's cooked,
election, though, if this is the 2020 election, we would have QAnon to be able to decipher what he
QAnon?
was actually saying.
dude. So
Oh,
what
yeah.
happened to
'Cause it's a
QAnon?
They just
They-
dis-
they-
QAnon was a
dissipated.
guy in the
Yeah.
Philippines.
Oh,
Was he?
Time.
Oh, yeah.
Was it
Yes.
you?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Is that why you went to the
He was in
Philippines?
exile in the
He would have to go and
Philippines.
recover his stolen journals.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It was it was a dude in the Philippines just fucking with everyone basically.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
That's pretty great.
That is
There's a whole
that is
documentary on
amazing.
HBO that basically tells
There
you
is?
what happened.
I'm about to
Yeah.
watch that
Man.
tonight, baby.
That's a term I have not thought about in a while.
Right.
Well, this election cycle
QAnon?
is way less retarded than the
QAnon.
last one.
Yeah,
I know, it's kind of like
QAnon?
like,
QAnon.
I kind of miss it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna miss it, man. I'm gonna
It was
miss
pretty
2020
great.
Okay, remind me. In November of 2020, we at that stage were like 7-8 months into the pandemic, something like that.
Yes,
Yeah.
it started in like March, April.
Oh, okay.
And
wow.
we also had the riots and shit.
Whoa,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah,
What a
that was
beginning
like-
of
Excuse me,
time.
they were protests.
Yeah, sorry. The
protests. They were
peaceful
peaceful
protests.
protests, sir.
Yeah.
that burned down just a city or
That
two.
was ruined by a couple.
Whatever. All right. Yeah, burning down Milwaukee kind of sucks, but you know what is worse? Racism.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna really miss that Big Lots that got burned down.
Yeah.
All those fucking venture capitalists and private equity guys
pouring out
on the insurance.
pouring out for Target.
It's like that's why Kyle Rittenhouse went to go defend a fucking Midas. Like,
Trust the Midas touch, bitch.
What exactly was Kyle Rittenhouse defending?
he's defending a Midas fucking like oil.
Yeah,
like,
a place to,
oil
like, get
change
your-
stop.
He
or
only
something.
trusted the Midas touch. Who else is he gonna go to the oil change
yeah.
for?
Yeah.
But okay, stupid to show up there with a gun, but the video of him shooting those 3 guys
He
is
blasted that fool,
hilarious.
yeah.
It's so funny. Like they try to attack him with the
He's a hero now.
He's like on his ass, and he just like.
But where is he? Where is he in the political landscape now? Like they should be like.
He's all over.
gassing him
He's
up,
still.
though.
You can get your gun. You can go to like a gun show and get your gun signed. But
Yeah,
I
of
would
course,
not
bro.
want to get my gun
If I
signed by
was killing
fucking.
Kyle Rittenhouse, I'm gonna be rich, bro.
He is rich now.
Yeah, exactly.
He's rich. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just wondering why
he's
he isn't on the
dating
national
He's
stage,
dating
is
a
what I'm
blonde girl
saying.
that looks
Yeah.
like she's on like has like
I
the
think he
TikTok
does.
face.
Is he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like he's like when I was still on Twitter, you would every now and then you'd see like one of his tweets, like
Yeah.
like a bunch of like people retweeting it and getting mad about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Did he
Jon
endorse?
Stewart or something with, or like not him, the Keith Olbermann or some shit like
Oh
that.
Jesus!
Oh shit.
What's the other guy's name? What's the British guy's name?
Which one? Oh, fucking
Piers Morgan.
Piers Morgan. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm talking about the funny one.
The Daily Show one,
Ricky
like
Gervais?
the not the Daily
What's
Show
that
one,
fucking
the
dude's
nightly
name?
show, the evening show person.
This
Jim
Wow.
Jeffries?
Late night.
I'm not okay. I'm not gonna just keep naming British
What's the
people.
cab rides and comedians guy?
What?
No, who's the?
I'm talking about last week tonight. Who's that? John
Oliver.
John Kyle Rittenhouse, you are a dummy.
I
You know,
I
whatever
could
the
not
fuck, like, shut
hear
the
his
fuck up.
voice
That guy sucks.
anymore in my life.
I hate that guy.
I hate John.
Who's the
Oliver.
fat one? You know what I'm talking about? The fat one on
Oh my god.
Oprah?
the fat
Oprah's not fat.
British dude who's on late night.
Well, yeah, because Ozempic came out.
James Corden.
Yeah, James Corden.
Oh, that
sucks,
jackass.
dude.
Oh, that
you
guy
said.
really
I
sucks.
thought
No,
that's
I
what
was
you
talking about John Oliver.
Okay.
But yeah, that guy sucks too.
No, John Oliver sucks so hard.
They
John-
all suck.
But
I
the
feel like
thing
all
is-
that media
Yeah.
is just like garbage.
Well, the worst thing about
Yeah,
John
it's really
Oliver is
funny.
he'll only make fun of white
Those
people.
are the
'cause
people
that's
who
the
like
only
live
people
down
you
and
can
people
make
watch
fun
like
of.
Honey
Yeah,
Boo
dude,
Boo.
of course.
Like,
Honey
to me,
Boo
they're
Boo.
essentially the same.
No, like
Yeah.
people love John Oliver because it's like this weird cuck liberal thing where they like to see a foreigner speak ill of our country.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like,
yeah,
bro,
I
you're
agree.
American,
These
like-
bad Americans are stupid, right? I'm sophisticated like you, and it's just like
Yeah.
John Oliver.
Hey, dude,
and
you're
that shit.
American at this point. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
like
John
self-hating
sucks.
Americans.
Well, that's like the whole
Yeah.
thing with
Yeah.
like the elite, right? Is that they like to, not the elite, but like especially like the liberal elite. They're just like we're so much smarter than.
Yeah.
They
Right.
poo-poo.
No, you see,
Yeah.
it's funny. Like this is how I've always like broken it down. Like to appeal to the right wing sensibility, like what you're going for is you want to trigger a disgust mechanism. That's why like the people who get the most popular on the right wing like trigger something. That's why when Tucker Carlson talks about something, he's just like, "Can you believe this? Like this is how it's going on." Like. Isn't it bizarre,
Dude.
that someone's doing it this way? And you're like, yeah, that's right. I wouldn't think less of someone doing that, but apparently your elites are. And then like, and it just makes you feel like you're like, it hits that part of your monkey brain that's just like,
It's
I'm
like the
disgusted.
song Mosh by
I want
Eminem.
this. Yeah. I want this sickness
Fuck
removed.
Bush
right?
until they bring our troops home. Remember that song?
Yeah.
Damn, that was a deep
But
cut
to
right
make
there.
the liberal mind, to invoke it in the same way, you need to like make them feel smart. And the easiest way for them to, like the lowest level way to make them feel smart is to like make them laugh. It's to like couch the thing in mockery. Like,
Yeah.
oh, look at that thing. Isn't that fucking ridiculous? Ah.
Yeah. That
Like,
said, I really
that's
like
the easiest way to catch
That said, I like that Jon Stewart
Right.
came back, and I feel like his shit's still good. I watched his debate thing; it was pretty funny.
I didn't watch.
I think
Instead
that
of like,
guy's
instead of like, hey, those people are pretty mad. I wonder why. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's just
no,
like,
it's just like, haha, they're like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
dismissive. It's,
It's like, why are they
join in on the joke with us
It's
so we
like,
can
why
laugh
do they
at the
feel
other.
like their country's leaving them behind? Like maybe you should ask them.
Yeah.
you know, like
It's just like, they're just
Yeah,
like,
but they're not
fucking
interested in
stupid.
that kind of conversation. They're
you
just
know,
like,
you know, like Tim Pool and those people. You probably do.
yeah, I hate
Who's Tim Pool?
Who's that?
Tim
He's
Pool.
like an online.
Tim Apple?
You say
Oh, he's like a
Tim Apple.
Dude, Trump is fucking
Bill
meme
Microsoft.
god, bro. Trump is a meme god.
But who's Tim Pool?
I'm gonna miss him after he's vanquished.
Yeah,
this
me
year.
too.
what? Who? Tim Pool?
No,
Just say
Donald
it
Trump.
real
Who's
quick.
getting vanquished?
Oh,
Who's that fool?
No, Tim Pool is like he's like a right wing like Twitter personality.
right-wing online personality.
Started as like a centrist dude, and then just like figured out you can get an audience by like grifting right wing talking
yeah.
points.
So did you see all those
Yeah.
people got exposed for like being Russian shills like last week.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
what?
that
No, I
was
didn't see
a
any of
couple
that.
weeks ago actually.
Yeah.
they're paid
Basically,
to,
they're all
like,
getting
all
paid
that
by
shit.
Russia.
Yeah.
Wow.
To what? To do what? Spread writing?
Well, to say exactly what they already were saying, but like in the documents, it's like people being like, I don't know if I should say this. It seems like outright shilling. Like basically talk up like grocery stores in Russia and like just basically talk about how like it's better in Russia than America because that's the thing they do already.
Yeah.
They always say Alex Jones told everyone to move to Russia.
God.
Well, okay,
It's like,
first of all,
okay,
Alex
bro,
Jones
you
is a
first,
patriot.
you first, bro.
I'll stand
Alex-
behind Alex Jones as a patriot.
You think so?
Anyone who's dumb enough to fucking move to Russia because Alex Jones said that, it's not a true fucking American
I know,
patriot.
yeah.
He's trying to shit test them.
I would love
You
to see
know what
Alex
it
Jones on the
is?
front lines of Ukraine, though.
Hey, man, I've seen his running form. I'm
Hey,
sure
look
he
at
can
this.
outrun a giant.
Look at this headline I just see.
Yeah,
from
they might
Business-
win the war. If
A
you
Business
join.
Insider article I got that says the new polyamory Bible.
Oh,
Nice.
There's a book called Polysecure. Is the reason it seems like everyone you know is in an open marriage.
What?
Everyone who knows what we're talking about.
This is why the
I
liberal
can't,
elite.
dude, this is from Business Insider. This is
What
like,
the fuck?
dude, this is like
What a-
normalizing cuckery.
What a like. Well,
that sounds about
or a
right.
bubble.
Who's
is, man.
all right. Who's it written by?
Yeah.
Who's
Mike Bellem. He sounds like a pick me.
Yeah.
One of those pick me's, you know.
I know.
He's probably
Is there
in
a
one
picture
too.
of him? Is there a
He's probably
picture
like,
of
my wife likes to be a flapper too. What is it called? Flapper?
His wife was like, "It'd be nice if you just speak some kindly about."
What's the
your
term?
son."
Flapper?
Yeah, what was
Which
it?
one?
Flapper?
Clapper?
Was it big?
Oh, God.
Flapjack over here.
All right. Well, on that note, folks, I think we've reached our time limit here, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Well,
It's like-
Kevin, thank you so much for joining us. This has been fantastic. Shane,
Nathan's always
Jacob.
he's always the one who's like, time, we gotta go. But
welcome
you
back.
feel it out really well though, because you're right.
I
It's
mean, yeah, it
always
has
like,
been.
yeah.
It has been. It
Well,
just
I
feels
mean,
like the
when you're like a
culmination.
parent, I feel like you like have a very good sense of how long should it
Yeah.
take.
Yeah,
You're like, I
that's
need to
right.
schedule everything out.
All right, gang. It's been a
Hey.
pleasure.
Thanks for season
Yeah.
2. That's
Season
what season 2.
two.
Season 2, baby.
Uh-huh.
Thanks for joining.
Woo.
Goodbye.
Bye.